In this lesson, we're going to look at the question, how can I combine like terms to simplify an expression? I'm going to go over 4 basic examples and show you in a 3-column note-taking strategy how to solve these 4 problems. Alright, so you set up your notes with your problem, work, and solution sections. And you come back up and we're just going to look at number 1, negative 6k plus 7k. So what we want to do is combine like terms here. One way to do this is to use a model, and the model would be like your basic algebra tiles. So you'd use k, that would be represented by a variable, and you would use like a tile that looks like this, and you would call it k. In this case, we're going to be looking at, you have positive 7 and negative 6. So I'm going to draw my positive ones in black and my negative ones in red. K, K, K. So now you can see I have this drawn. I may have done it a little bit backwards, but I did. Right here is 7k, and this is negative 6k. And then when I combine these, it's just like integer chips. I'm like, oh wait, positive 1k and negative 1k, those are going to be a 0 pair. This is going to equal 0. This is 0, 0, 0, 0. And then I'm just left with a positive 1k. So my solution would be just, I'm going to do it in black, just k. That's it. You don't need to put a 1 in front of it. And that's where I've combined my like terms. So that's how you would do this one using a model. Okay, this next example is 12r minus 8 minus 12. So if we start with a 12r and represent that in a model, those would be positive. So again, I'll indicate them in black. So here you can see that I have my 12r drawn, and look here, and there's no other r's to draw, so I'm not going to have any like terms to combine here, and I kind of just already advanced this to the solution because I know 12r is going to stay the same. Now what I do have some like terms is I have minus 8 and minus 12. Alright, sorry about that, I was interrupted. So you have minus 8 and minus 12. Now when you look at these and you're trying to combine like terms, you need to treat this minus as really adding the negative. So you're like plus negative and plus negative. So when you're indicating these over here, this is your unit, this is your like 1, so this would be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you do this again for 12. And so you can see all these are red, so that means they each equal negative 1. And so when you look at these, you just combine them together. Negative 8, negative 12 is negative 20. And then I can indicate that just with subtracting 20. So 12r minus 20, you combine these two like terms. So here's the third problem, n minus 10 plus 9n minus 3. In this one, I'm not going to use models. I'm going to go ahead and just show you, discuss how to combine the like terms by simply identifying them and then combining them. So the first thing I see is I see the n. So I look for other n terms, and I see 9n, and it's a positive 9n. And this is, again, positive. So I have n and 9n, so that's going to equal n plus 9n, which is 10n. And then I look at my other terms that I have, and I have minus 10 and minus 3. So it's like a negative 10 and a negative 3, and then I would combine those together, which is negative and negative, so it's going to be negative 13. I would finally go and then rewrite this. I've combined all the like terms. I go 10n minus 13, and that's how I would rewrite that expression, combining my like terms. This last expression, negative 4x minus 10x, I'm going to do in both the model way and just a standard mathematical way. So to model this, I'd do negative 4x minus 10x. So these are both x terms, and I just need to combine them together. And it's ultimately going to be just like adding integers. So when I think about adding integers, I think negative 4 minus 10 is really negative 4 minus 10 is really negative 4 plus negative 10. And when I'm adding two integers of the same sign, I just add them. So it's 14, and I keep the sign because they were the same to begin with when I add, so it ends up being negative 14, meaning my answer should be negative 14x. Now I can do this in model as well. For the model, you would draw your x's, and you'd start out with drawing, this is negative x, and you would draw 4 of them for negative 4x. And then you would draw 10 of them, because this minus sign is going to mean that they're negative 10x. So you can see here in this drawing here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so that's negative 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 4 more, so that's 10 and 4, that is 14. So again, I ended up with negative 14x, both ways of combining like terms and simplifying the expression. So coming back here to my essential question, you should now be able to answer the question, how can I combine like terms to simplify an expression?